Okay, so uh, ready to dive into something we all deal with,
Always ready.
even if we don't like to admit it? Procrastination.
Yes. A classic.
But seriously, we're all about getting things done right. And we've got some fascinating, really cool insights on how to actually beat this procrastination thing.
For good.
Yeah, for good.
No more putting things off.
So we're going to talk about why we even procrastinate in the first place
The root of it all.
and how to break free from that cycle.
It's a cycle. It really is.
It is. But we can break it. What's key, and I think what we really want to emphasize here, is that
Yeah.
it's not about laziness.
Right. It's not a character flaw.
It's not bad time management.
No, not at all.
It's emotional.
Yeah, it's an emotional response.
Oh, interesting.
Our brains, they're wired to protect us from discomfort.
Protect us. Okay.
So when a task, any task, feels just overwhelming or maybe uncertain or
Scary even.
a little scary, yeah, we naturally gravitate toward the things that feel good in the moment. It's a natural instinct.
Makes sense. I mean, I can relate to that for sure.
Of course.
Like, okay, I know I should be writing this blog post,
Uh-huh.
but reorganizing my spice rack suddenly seems
Right, more appealing.
so appealing.
I get it.
Okay.
And that's where this idea comes in, the instant gratification mode.
Instant gratification monkey.
Yeah, so it's this idea that a part of our brain
Huh.
is constantly on the hunt for those immediate rewards.
Those quick hits, like dopamine.
Yes, exactly. And sometimes those quick hits, like,
Yeah.
scrolling through social media or watching
Yeah, another episode
just one more episode.
of that show.
They win out over
Yeah.
the long-term satisfaction
Ah.
of actually completing a task that might be challenging.
So it's like our brain is choosing the easy path,
It is.
even if it's not leading to where we ultimately want to go.
That's the tricky part.
But if this is all about our brain's wiring, I mean, can we even do anything about it?
Absolutely. We can absolutely do something about it.
Okay, good.
It's not about eliminating that monkey altogether. It's about managing it.
Managing the monkey. I like that.
And one of the best tools we have
Okay.
is understanding this thing called the Zeigarnik effect.
The Zeigarnik effect. What's
Right.
that?
So this principle suggests that our brains, naturally,
Yeah.
they're really drawn to complete tasks that we've already started.
So if we can just get ourselves to start something,
Yes.
even a little bit,
Even a tiny bit.
our brains will want to see it through.
It's like a built-in motivator.
That's encouraging.
It is.
It's like, have you ever noticed how you feel
Mhm.
compelled to finish a puzzle
Oh, totally.
once you've started putting those pieces together?
Yeah, it's hard to just walk away.
It is hard.
And that's a perfect example of this effect in action.
Okay, so the Zeigarnik effect.
And it can apply to anything, really.
Interesting.
Writing a report, finally cleaning the house, learning a new skill.
So the key is,
The key is to just find a way to overcome that initial...
like the hump.
Yeah, that inertia, and just start. Even if it's just for a few minutes.
Okay, so how do we actually
Yeah, good question.
turn that into
How do we apply it?
real life action?
So one technique that I find really helpful,
Okay.
it's called the Pomodoro technique.
Pomodoro.
Pomodoro, like the tomato.
Okay.
It's all about breaking down those big, daunting tasks
Right.
into smaller chunks and using a timer to work in focused intervals.
So instead of looking at this giant task and being completely overwhelmed, we're kind of tricking our brains into thinking,
Exactly.
hey, it's just 25 minutes. I can handle that.
You got it. 25 minutes, take a break, and repeat.
Yep.
It makes the task less daunting, and it also helps with focus and avoiding burnout.
I like that. So it's about finding ways to kind of outsmart our own brains.
In a way, yeah.
So we've got the momentum going.
Yes.
What are some other things we can do to stay on track
Good question.
and actually make some progress?
One of the simplest but most effective strategies
I like simple.
is making a to-do list, a prioritized one.
Okay, a to-do list, we can handle that.
Write down the top 3 things you want to get done each day.
Top 3, okay.
Focus your energy on those.
So instead of feeling paralyzed by this giant list
Yeah, that never-ending list.
of things we feel like we have to do,
Yeah,
we're giving ourselves permission to just focus
exactly. Focus on what's really important.
on the important stuff.
And when it comes to actually tackling those top 3,
Yeah.
there's this strategy I love called
Yeah.
eat the frog.
Eat the frog.
It means do the hardest,
Oh, okay.
most important task.
The biggest, ugliest one.
Yes. First, think of it like if you had to eat a frog every day, you'd want to get it over with, right?
Yeah, first thing in the morning.
Right.
I get the analogy.
Exactly. It's about getting that tough stuff out of the way so the rest of your day feels bees.
Easy.
Easy breezy.
But what if even starting that, quote, frog task feels impossible?
That's where accountability comes in.
Okay, accountability.
Tell a friend your goals. Join a group. Use an app to track your progress.
So you're not just doing it alone.
Right. Having someone or something to answer to can give you that extra little push.
It's like having your own cheering section.
Exactly.
So, for everyone listening, ready to ditch procrastination and start
Yes.
conquer those goals.
What's one action you can take, like right now?
Pick one of these strategies and commit to trying it today.
Just try it.
Even small changes can lead to
Big results.
absolutely big results. One thing that I've found really helps me personally
Yeah.
is to make my progress visual,
Visual. Okay.
like using a habit tracker
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
seeing those check marks like add up.
Okay.
It really gives you that sense
That's
of
accomplishment.
accomplishment. Yes.
So it's like a visual reminder that you're
Moving forward.
you're actually moving forward, even
Yeah.
if it feels like baby steps.
Exactly.
We were talking about rewards.
Yes.
Do you think celebrating wins, big or small, plays a part in all of this? Absolutely. Rewarding yourself. Crucial. It helps to kind of rewire your brain to associate productivity with something positive, so you're more likely to stick with it.
So it's not just about getting the task done. It's about,
It's about the feeling.
creating a positive feeling around it.
Exactly.
What kind of rewards are we talking about? Does it have to be something big? Like, I don't know, a vacation or something?
Not at all. It can
Ah.
be super simple.
Okay, good.
Taking a break to listen to your favorite song, enjoying a cup of tea, or just taking a minute to,
Just savor it.
savor that feeling of accomplishment.
I like that. It's about finding those little things that bring you joy,
Yeah.
right? And incorporating them into your work.
Yes.
Because productivity shouldn't feel like,
a punishment.
a punishment. Exactly.
Yeah.
It should be sustainable. Something works for you.
It should be. Speaking of sustainability,
Okay.
sometimes even with the best strategies, we still struggle. What about those listeners who are thinking, okay, I've tried it all, but I'm still procrastinating? What would you say to them?
That's a good question. We all have those moments, right?
We absolutely do. First thing I'd say is
Right.
don't beat yourself up.
Oh, important.
It's a habit,
Okay.
not a personality flaw.
We can change habits.
And like any habit, it can be changed with awareness and effort.
So it's about progress, not perfection.
Exactly. Focus on those small, consistent steps that lead to lasting change.
Love that. What if you've tried different things and haven't found success?
Don't give up.
Okay, keep going.
It might just be a matter of finding the right approach for you or combining different things.
So maybe you haven't found your perfect Pomodoro yet, or maybe you need to tweak the accountability or the reward system.
You got it. It's all about self-discovery. What works for one person might not work for another.
Right.
The key is to keep experimenting, keep learning, and keep moving forward. One thing that often gets overlooked in all this talk about procrastination is
What's that?
self-compassion.
Oh, that is so important.
It's easy to become our own worst critic, especially when we're struggling.
Yeah, especially with something like this.
Absolutely. And when we beat ourselves up for procrastinating, it actually makes it worse.
How so?
It reinforces those negative feelings, and it makes it even harder to get back on track.
So it's like a vicious cycle. We procrastinate, feel bad, and then that guilt and shame make us more likely to...
Procrastinate even more. Yeah. You're
Yeah.
just adding fuel to the fire.
Exactly.
So instead of being so hard on yourself,
Okay.
try approaching it with
Curiosity.
curiosity and kindness. Ask yourself, why am I feeling this way?
Why am I resisting this?
What's going on underneath?
So go deeper.
Maybe you're just overwhelmed. Maybe you're burned out. Maybe you're scared of failing. Or maybe you just need more clarity on what needs to be done.
It's about addressing the root of it all, not just the surface stuff.
Precisely. And sometimes addressing that root cause might mean reaching out for support.
Like talking to a friend, therapist.
Yeah, or joining a support group, whatever works for you.
It's also about recognizing that self-care is so crucial.
It is.
Taking care of ourselves,
Yeah,
mentally, emotionally, and physically.
absolutely. It helps us handle challenges better.
Self-care is not selfish.
It's essential.
And in the end, it's important to remember that everyone procrastinates.
Everyone. It's a normal human thing.
It's a normal human thing. It's not about being perfectly productive all the time. It's about finding what works for you
Finding your rhythm.
and creating a sustainable way to get things done. It's a journey, not a destination.
Exactly. Some days you'll be super productive, and other days you'll need to rest and recharge. It's all about balance,
Finding that sweet spot.
where you're consistently moving forward without burning yourself out. And for anyone listening who's ready to start making changes,
Yes.
we encourage you to subscribe to your thinking tank for more tools and strategies to help you reach your full potential.
You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, and TikTok. Hit that subscribe or follow button and share this with your friends.
Let's create a movement of empowered, action-taking people.
Yes.
And remember, the key to conquering procrastination is starting small, being consistent, and most importantly, being kind to yourself.
Along the way.
It's like, remember, you are capable of incredible things. Don't let procrastination, stop you from achieving your goals and living a fulfilling life.
I love that. It's about remembering we have the power to choose how we respond to those urges to procrastinate.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into all things procrastination,
Yeah.
what's one final thought you want to leave our listeners with?
I would say procrastination. It's something we all experience, right? But it doesn't have to define us.
Right.
By understanding the psychology behind it and giving ourselves the right tools and strategies, we can break free from those patterns and create a life filled with purpose and accomplishment.
Beautifully said. And remember, you don't have to do this alone. We're here to support you. If you're enjoying these deep dives, be sure to subscribe to your thinking tank for more insightful content and actionable strategies.
We've got you covered.
We do. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, and TikTok. Hit that subscribe or follow button and share this episode with your friends.
Spread the word.
Let's build a community of empowered people who take action.
Yes. And remember, even the smallest steps can lead to huge changes.
Absolutely.
So what's one thing you'll commit to doing today to beat procrastination? Let us know in the comments.
We're in this together. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into procrastination. Until next time,
See ya.
keep those instant gratification monkeys in check.
Manage those monkeys.
And remember, progress, not perfection.